Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. This is the last one for today, as we have Stacy and Kim back to discuss the family business. Season 3, episode 11. Stacy and I wanted to wait until the weekend so we can wrap these last 2 episodes up with our friend Kim, because there's a lot of things going on. The drama's getting high. So what's the big thing for this episode? So Nevada caught his first body.
Vegas is gonna be proud.
Is he though?
Of course he is.
Huh?
Of course he is.
So let's look into that particular statement, shall we? Okay. So Vegas is gonna hear that his son shot a old man in the back, saving his mama though. He was saving his mama. He saved his mama. So he had more justification than Tariq did. Yes. So that it really begins the philosophical question of which young man looked more gangster. Tariq St. Patrick shooting his unarmed father in his face at least, explaining that he's doing it for his mama and family, or Nevada. Who shoots an old man in the back?
Shot him in the back. So no, I don't. You shoot a man, and if the old man would have been turned around and had the gunshot, the gun pointed at him, that would have been more gangster if Nevada went ahead and took the shot.
Threat is a threat. Whether you shoot him in the back, the front, the top, the bottom, it doesn't matter. Okay. That man was armed and dangerous, and he was going to kill his mother. So he did what he was supposed to do. And he had the little holsters. He was like, and he held the gun correctly.
Also, so to this point, let's go down this road. So the fact that Consuela, after giving this man a peep show, shanked him with a sharp
fork in the back of the neck, not the jugular, neck.
And then don't finish the job. The man had a pistol. You get the pistol, you shoot this dude, so you know he's down. Even though he is an old man, you should put him there. And then he's not a professional, nothing. Okay, like fucking Alejandro.
He's a professional cook, and he's a killer.
Yep. He's a professional cook and a farmer driver. Okay, like that's the same guy.
Alejandro killed somebody before.
He's not like legit professional. What Alejandro should have had there anyway. Alejandro was wrong for not having his house protected. Okay, from any type of invader. Especially Senor Cruz, who finally embraced his nephew to say, you are now the heir to the Cruz Empire, and right?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
That was the Lion King shit right there.
Yes.
And I
love
awesome.
him though. I love Senor Cruz. He's handsome. His clothes are on point. His hats. Just everything about this man who sits in a wheelchair the entire time. He's just he looks fantastic when he talks. The way he talks is even just sexy. Like he is a well put together man. Yes, very much so. Yes. I don't understand the gloves though. Why does he always have on gloves? Like they always match his outfit though. But he always
he has to kiss your body.
He only fingerprints.
Or it could be because because he never really wheels himself. I was thinking some people paraplegic with gloves for the wheels. But he never pushes himself.
That's what he got a boy for. So again, it don't make no sense, but it looks cool. Like he's smooth, right? You know what I'm saying? He don't leave fingerprints. He always got the hat right. You know what I'm saying? Tactically, I'm saying, why are you rolling a wheelchair-bound man into a potential gunfight at a drug dealer's house? Like, let's not do that. Let's have you in the back.
If he gets shot in the leg, he's not gonna feel it. So
he gets shot in the head and the stomach and feel
it. The hats deter bullets.
Is it bulletproof?
It's bulletproof. Yes. You know,
it's ergonomics. The bullets just go.
I was like, it looked cool, but unless they knew the only threat they had to deal with was the old man with a revolver, like leave handicapped man at the truck and let us go in there and handle this business, right?
You've been an ableist, David.
My bad. So I was like, I was a little bit concerned about the tactical
I'm
soundings.
still waiting for him to stand up and just be like,
right. So now rise for my family. It's like, oh shit, uncle, you can walk. Like, that's amazing. One, Nevada needs to come up with a drug that can heal a fucking spinal injuries, and then bam, that's the next business. Either way, I would rather see a Nevada spinoff before I watch Tariq again. Like, yes. That's what I'm saying. Him running the Mexican empire and the Duncan empire by himself, you know what I'm saying? Speaking 15 languages, making drugs by himself. I mean, I was like, he's everything. He's everything. My only thing, though, the gun. I wanted more like confirmation that was the gun that Paris left him. So you could be like, it's the family gun handling family business, some bullshit. Like just to kind of tie that together. Like, it should have been a special gun. So when you see it again, you like, that's the gun in Nevada. Like, this something. I would say.
It's assumed.
But anyway, huh?
It's assumed.
I just like, but But anyway, it was cool. And then I was happy with that. Also, I'm thinking, look, Cruz, you're walking in here with 3 dudes, like, and a kid actually. So why don't you get, I don't know, Pancho, who's all of a sudden loves Consuela, besides her being the maid / like bed warmer she was in season 2. All of a sudden he's like, this is the woman of my life and I will fight anyone for her. I was like, call him and get his crew so we can go in there like full force and kill whoever's necessary. That would have made sense. Like, I would wanted to see Alejandro. I wanted to see Pancho and Nevada like fighting their way to their mama / baby mama. I don't know what's going on, but just to be like something like that. Instead, Juan is getting his ass handed to him by Alexander Cora, who talks to him like a little bitch, and he was not happy with any of it.
No.
He was like, so how can I say this? You ain't at my level, so get the fuck out. Like, I'm not sure why you thought you could look at me in my eyes and talk to me, sir.
Did anybody feel like Alexander Cora was drunk?
He always has that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has that. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does sway a lot for some reason.
Yes.
I don't know if that's supposed to be arrogant swag or just bad acting. I'm not sure. Like, I can't put my finger on it. But yeah, he does that shit a lot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that he has 3 different families having 3 different schemes against him right now.
No clue.
The McLeods, or the clan McLeods, are coming after him because of Sage. Dimitri and the Russians have gone with Senor Cruz, who's gotten with the Duncans to go after him. Okay. Then you got the Italians who are coming after him because of Ruby. So these are 3 very different groups all trying to go after the same dude, and somehow this all comes together in the season finale. Like, that's a bit much. But anyway, we'll see how that unfolds with all that. Then we got Dominique confronts Sage. Oh, let's real quick. Let's talk about the bachelorette party. That was some bullshit. Kim, what'd you think about the all the Queen's Men moment with one stripper for like 5-6 women? What'd you think?
Ridiculous. The stripper, for one, was horrible, like really bad. I think the only one that had a good time was what's her name? London. Yeah, London had a really good time. But other than that, he was a horrible stripper. And then there was only one. There was all these women. You had one stripper. They should have got Rio to strip. I mean, even though we know he's a gay man, he still can dance like somebody. It was just weird. It was like, why was the only one guy? And then why would Sonia tell her boyfriend, her fiance Junior, you can't have any of this stuff that I'm having at my party? She could have told whoever was throwing her this thing, which I think is Sasha, I don't want any strippers either. I don't want any of that, but she didn't. She was all for it. She was like, yes, okay. Then the twerking, that was too much scattered ass. I was like, what is happening and why? Like, no. No. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. It was total trash.
Ceci, what you got? What you got on the bachelorette party?
I concur. The stripping of the strippers was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, I don't think Sasha would have went for a non-stripper bachelorette party because Sasha's about that life. So,
yeah, but it's not her bachelorette party. It's Sonia's.
It's Sasha. She gonna do her thing. But Sonia didn't have to engage. And why were they trying to leave Chippy at home like she's some little old lady? Chippy about that life.
I know that's what I didn't appreciate that. I did not appreciate that. Like
I think it's because you don't want to do certain things in front of your mother-in-law. Like get your freak on.
Stopped nothing. She was there anyway.
Definitely not Chippy. Chippy is all for it. But there are some mother-in-laws who look at you cross-eyed if you indulge, even though they're saying that they're not looking at you. Oh, they're telling everybody in their sister, in their family, you know what that bitch did at the daggone bachelorette party? I don't know why my son is marrying her.
What happens at the bachelorette party stays at the bachelorette party.
That's why mother-in-law shouldn't be there.
So to your point that Sasha was probably behind the whole thing, she was the one that was like, hey, Chippy, how about you stay your ass home here right now? You know what I'm saying? So she kind of led that effort because she knew Rio had, Dante the Inferno, some bullshit, waiting for them. He didn't even beef up. I thought he was gonna be beefing. And she probably knew about twerking thing. To see Chippy twerk was too much. Like that's what I was like, stop it. Like this is nothing what we need to see right now. Like I'm offended.
And none of them were actually twerking. None of them. What,
they were just like wobbling. Like yes. I guess. Like I don't know.
And then bouncing. They were just. I was like, wait, isn't your behind supposed to be doing this? Like what is happening?
I was like, what is this? Like how's this helping anyone? And London was just like, it's been a while since a man pleased me.
Yes.
So I was
just like, done.
I was like, that's too much. And then
that happens a lot.
Well, I'm sure it. I'm just saying I didn't want to see it. I mean, I'm not saying don't have. I was just like my stomach was hurting, and I was like, "Look here, like this is not okay." And you got like juices all over your face. Like he probably went out there and danced with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Just dripping. That happened. You know what I'm saying? That my stomach all hurting. Anyway, so Sasha didn't stay very long because she got a phone call from her man, who's all sensitive and shit. It was like, oh my God, I can't. Like he went from almost suicide. I was really concerned for Elijah. Like he went from almost suicidal to like homicidal. Like he's like, I gotta get X.
Yeah, he was a little bipolar.
After watching 20s, I gotta start asking questions. Like, how close is Elijah and Rashad? Like, what's going on, bro?
They're brothers.
All right,
stop it.
I'm just saying.
No, it wasn't. If your best friend dies, you're gonna be a little upset.
I'm just saying. I mean, this dude was like, oh my God, he lost 76 brothers, mind you, which I didn't know they had that many. He was like, we lost 76 brothers in the fight against the Duncans. He wasn't trying to commit suicide then. All of a sudden, Rashad goes, he's like, no, I'm gonna kill myself. No, I'm gonna kill X. Damn it, I will not let this stand. I was like, let's talk about this, bro. What's really going on? You can tell me, man. It's cool, man. It's whatever. Sasha won't judge. Sasha won't judge.
Sasha will judge.
I really thought this was the moment that she'd be like, you know what's gonna help you? Vagina. Like the ass will fix all of this. I really thought, don't act like that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? You in the throes of grief and then you start fucking. I was like, okay, this is where this, all right, Elijah, you about to lose your virginity. And it still didn't even happen. I'm like, this is a wasted moment. I was like,
he's saving himself for marriage.
I was like, why is this on BET Plus? There was more sex in season 1 and 2, and I was on regular BET. Damn it. Anyway, I just felt that was speaking of things that need to happen. Why is Bernie still alive? Like, why hasn't the Duncans killed this dude he portrayed them again?
Yep.
I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
LC is a terrible leader. Like, you have to remember, Bernie is not your friend. Like, he has fucked you so many times.
Lavernius.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Where's the C come from?
What the heck is Lavernius? Was the mom named Laverne?
And they were just like, let's just round this thing. I don't even. Maybe that'll be season 4. We'll get into how they name these kids. I don't even know. And then you got Larry Lavernius and Lou.
Yeah.
The triple L combination. So I don't even know what's going on. You know, sometimes we name our kids whatever. That's just what we do. So it'd be interesting if we ever get into that. Speaking of that, there was no Larry. Like, I was just kind of hoping we see Larry again. You know what I'm saying? You know, to check on his status or something. Harris wasn't in this episode. I was like, what's going on with that? So LC is now considering selling the formula to Heat because sales are down a little bit. Like,
I
that
mean,
doesn't
it's 1.5 billion with the B.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, you know the projections for Dunkin' Motors, they were down like 300%.
Stacey got into those numbers, bro. She was like, "This. Let me pause this right here. This doesn't make no damn sense." She started writing those numbers down. I was like, "There you go, Stacey. You gotta get into the details." Because I'm like, I'm like, this is you. You have a world that you have continents like Europe. Just go to the.
But if you don't have the distribution, how are you gonna sell it?
You remember all they were distribution when they first started. They were moving heroin. Like, they weren't even drug producers. They just started this drug producing thing. So I'm like, if Heat is that powerful and fire is putting people into a coma, like, it shouldn't be that hard to be like, this is the original, this is more stable, and we have continents that we can get into. Like, you don't give up your main product. You make a new product. You rename it Meta or whatever. Like do that.
Is this Facebook? Like, what is happening right now?
That was that bullshit. He was like, Facebook is bad. Meta is good. He's like, oh shit, Meta. I got to look into that. I mean, fuck Facebook. I don't know what that is. You know, let's talk about Meta. I was like, come on, man. Dude, what army of consultants did you pay a whole bunch of money for to go, sir, this is what you do? Change the name of the product. Like, we ain't selling Heat. We're selling winter. Because it's cold. That cold, hard addiction.
It's Ice Baby.
That's right. Then fucking they get Vanilla Ice to do the commercials. And like,
Then they bring in Snow.
Oh shit, remember? Oh man, the Jamaican rapper. That's who needs to come to that island. Alexander Cora needs to find fucking 12 inches of snow and bring that silly motherfucker out to be like, hey, I'm rapping now. Informa. I was like, oh man, that shit was hilarious. I was like, this dude ain't going nowhere, but at least he tried. That's where we need. Also, if Super Chemist fucking Orlando finds a drug that competes with his drug, make a better drug just to be like, hey, Nevada and I are going to be in the basement for about 2 weeks. We're going to come out with super heat. You know what I'm saying?
All he have to do is use orange food coloring instead of red and call it something else. And then people will be like, oh, this is the new.
Boom.
And it doesn't put you in a coma.
Right. Just be like, hey, just tell them this don't put you in a coma. How about that? Like,
and then you distribute to all the universities because they need drugs to study. They're guaranteed to be A students on this pill thing.
Wait. Then you come up with an app that you can install on all the phones at school because nobody ever thought about selling things through an app. You know what I'm saying? Then you could deliver drugs and like DoorDash. Like, it'll just come to your door. Like, oh shit.
And a snack
because we're talking about Power Book 2.
What's up?
Are we getting off track?
Talking about
Power Book 2?
Or
we're talking about the new fire. We're talking about new hotness. That's what they call it. Hotness. Hotness. Okay. There you go. Hotness. So yeah, wait. Nevada, who is an actual teenager, is like, hey, Unc, and therefore grandfather app in America, and they all are going to sell hotness. Like, every time they order a DoorDash, they get a side of hotness, and then we'll just get them all addicted. And he's like, good work, Nevada. That's why you in charge of these two empires. Like, hotness. Come on, Orlando. Put that degree that we sure you don't have to work. But come on, man. Do better. Do
why
better
was
with your
he
life.
walking around with the whole doctor lab coat? And I'm like, when did he go to school? Like, I'm trying to remember, because I've read all the books except for the last two that they put out. And I'm like, I don't remember Orlando going to any college. He's always been a thug. So I'm like, is he now a scientist? Like,
yeah.
That. Why is Aries not? Oh, that's right. I work random notes and I'm trying to read my handwriting. So I got a question. Since Dominique is out there kicking down doors in Paris, trying to figure out where her daughter is at, why is it Aries don't seem to give a fuck that his sister's dead? Like, why he ain't mourning or acknowledging that said sister ain't alive no more? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because like he don't know she's alive, right?
No.
So
well, actually, you don't really know who knows. It's just weird. And then I remember when I was talking to Stacey on the chat, and she said we were talking about the fact that when did Sage die? And I asked the people on my Facebook page, the group for family business, nobody could remember. Like, when did she die?
That's because 5 years ago. No, they said it in the show, like when she was like, it's been 5 years. So she's been dead for 5 years, but that doesn't add up. When in the
story did it happen? I'm saying, like, nobody said. I don't remember season 1, season 2 mentioning that this woman was dead.
Oh, no, they didn't do that. No, they didn't do that.
Because did they have done that?
They should have did that.
Yeah,
because I think we're somehow introduced to her post death, but she's already on that. She was competing to be a part of the Assassins Guild, which is pretty public. So you would think that people are hearing about the Sage that just fought her way into the Assassins Guild, and therefore she's not dead.
So but she must have died after that because her mom mentioned her in that season. So it has to be.
Yeah, it was something about dinner. Remember you said something about
she was like, make sure she comes to Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Because that's when you realize they were all family. Because I was like, oh, that's her kid. And I was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, let's not do this. Let's just say, all right, Mr. Perry. Let's just move it on. Like I don't even know what's going on with that. But did
you say Perry? This is Carl Weber.
It's all the same shit at this point. Like Carl, like I only Tyler Perry would do some silly shit like this. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? He just had his Tyler Perry moment. It was like, you know what? Let's just keep this thing moving. Because time jumps like not years, but days. Like things. And you're like, when did all this even happen? Like, I don't even know what's going on. But anyway, that's the thing. I was worried about that. But anyway, so Dominique runs into Amin, who's not even worried that this woman has a gun on him because Nefertiti got a gun on her. Are we gonna say Nefertiti also went to the school of assassins? Because she was
educated in Europe. What else did they do in Europe?
They be killing. That's what they be doing. I mean, she came back fine.
And they fucking apparently.
Yes. Before the wedding. Before the wedding.
Oh yeah, she was
shameful.
He'll have pity on her.
He took pity on her. That's right. He took pity. It's like, you know what, girl? Apparently you have a few miles on you, but that's okay. That's okay.
I think he just wanted to test the goods before he marries her.
And vice versa, because she was the first one to be like, if you ain't licking it right, I'm gonna move on and find somebody else who can do it too. And he was like, you know what? Fair.
I concur. I understand. Yes.
As long as I come home, right? Like whatever. Yes. As long as I'm still here.
I'll be discreet.
And it's called communication. That's what I'm saying. It's important. You know what I'm saying? If Chuck tells Marie, again, once a month or maybe once a year, I go to my college friend, I do whatever, as long as I come home.
Bill Gates had it in his prenup that he had a girl that's gonna be there and he's gonna spend with her. Yeah.
That's what they say, but he still got a divorce because he slept with an old girl.
I'm sure that's not why they're divorced.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wait, who had one prenup? What happened?
Bill Gates. He had a mistress the entire marriage.
Oh wow!
And it was like in the prenup, he was like, "This is Susie, and me and Susie gonna take vacations, and
wow,
whatever." She was like, "All right, cool."
I don't know. That I've heard people say that. I don't know.
Dominique. I mean, I think rich men do stuff like that. I mean, they get away with stuff like that because they have so much money. And maybe the wife was out there doing stuff too. I mean, because I wholeheartedly believe that Bill Clinton and Hillary have that kind of relationship. I'm so sorry. I do.
I don't think Hillary like men like that, but that's just me.
I know, man. People say that too. I don't know. But either way, you get sloppy, bro. Like when the girl come home with your nut on the dress, like you went too far.
Well, Clinton messed it up. That's the thing. Clinton did. His dirt was always out there. Hillary, you hear nothing about Hillary sleeping with women.
Yeah,
never.
Because men are discreet.
Yes. We know how to cheat. Men are idiots. Sorry, David. Not all men.
Thank you. It's fine. I'm not. What show was that? Hold up. Wait a minute. Queens. When Eve was talking to Eric, and she was talking about how 15 years marriage and what it used to be, and she was talking about that dumb ass reality show. Anyway, Eric's response was, men are idiots, right? Because they will bite a head off a newt to show people that.
Yeah.
Remember that made me think about that. Anyway, fuck that show. So Junior, apparently Junior wants to move down to the South. The South.
Yeah, what is that about? What is that about?
What South? And for who? Like, she ain't got no family. So where are y'all moving? Is this a new spinoff to these books we don't know about? It's gonna be Junior's Adventures in the South.
Junior does Miami.
Could be.
I'm like, and again, what's the South? Like Alabama, Mississippi? Like I'm saying, like are we? So I was like, is that a thing? I didn't read the book, so I don't know if Junior gets his own spinoff. Like if he's not.
I don't remember.
And then
like I said, I haven't read the last two, so I don't know.
So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Why did they roll? Oh yeah, I said that. And Cruz should have. I did that. Alex talks down. Poncho did that. Juan turns into okay. So also Consuela says, hey, in the end, I can always use my body, get from point A to point B.
And she lost some weight. Did y'all notice? She lost some weight because she supposedly was, in handcuffs and now they were only giving her a little bit of food. Yeah, she's lost a couple of pounds since last season.
Wow,
she's a beautiful woman. I mean, period. I'm not a body shaming her.
No shade. You just acknowledge.
Yeah, I'm just acknowledging that she really was playing the role. Like she was like, I need to lose weight because there's no way that I'm here. I'm jailed and I'm gonna be the same size. That's unrealistic, done, right? Huh?
Else was still done.
Yeah, wasn't it? Girl, and the makeup was nice. Her hair was even still together.
I'm saying she was still looking good. Like, how long have you been tied up, bro? You apparently been pissing and crapping on yourself for like how long? Like when you go to the back, it was a lot of things that didn't make any sense because her nephew or whatever was all kinds of fucked. And I was like, she still looked good. I was like, what? Anyway,
and the same clothes. She had on the same clothes the entire time. Not a stain on it. Nothing.
Not
sweat. Clean as a whistle.
Don't make any sense. And she was stuck in that trunk for like all day, while Blade was driving her around. That's nothing to make me mad. Like just Blade and Aries and fucking Alejandro sitting up there smoking cigars, fake as fuck, just drinking fake wine. I'm like, what's the point of all this? Like, what are we doing? Just to say that Alejandro's not there, so anyone can break into his house, which makes him look again very stupid that he don't leave some kind of security around. I didn't get any of that. The
Corners are just alcoholics, if you ask me.
They do a lot of drinking.
They drink. He drank every scene. Alexander drinks every scene. What'd you say?
Oh, he's European. That's right. He's like, I'm that's right. He's like, I'm still on Spain time. He hasn't been back. I was like, Spain. Like, ain't nothing but Spain about you, bro. But that you from Chicago.
He said he's a Moor. Okay, don't knock it.
He's from Chicago, bro. Let's be real. So we're gonna see him on Trap Queens season 3. What?
Why would he be on Trap Queens? He's a dude.
Dominique is gonna be featured. It's gonna be her story. Trap Queens. See what I'm saying? She came up in the game. Her husband was murdered. Then she thought she went to college, but then she dropped out. She had daddy issues. Every story. I was like, I watched so many of them. I was like, I get it. Where's the daddy issues? I was like, got it. I was like, teenage mother, got it. I was like, could have did with the college, but didn't, got it. And then she bought some bags and she bought some shoes and she went on trips and then she went to jail and it's the white man's fault because of racism. I was like, episode over. I was like, bam, bam.
Wow.
No matter.
I mean, 40 didn't blame it on white men. 40 blamed it. She knew that it was her. She did what she did to herself.
But when in the end, though, they go, you know why she got so many years? Racism. No, because just hear me out on this. You did that shit. Like, you actually did that shit. They're like, racism. Like, even the Baltimore one, I was like, what the fuck? There's like,
oh, you talking about the BMF chick?
No.
That's Detroit. I'm sorry.
The mayor of Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
She
over
did
some
that.
stupid books.
She did that shit, and they were
did.
Racism. They're like, they treat this black woman like that. I mean, why can't we just come up? I'm like, she extorted the government for like quite a few years. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, racism. And then the woman who was stealing. Anyway, I told Stacey, like, we got to do these episodes. Like, we got to go through season 1, pick out the stories we like. We all pick one, and then we'll do those. And then I got to pick my favorite. It's so many to choose from. I don't know where to start, but I was like, I got to find that one that's like daddy issues. Went to college but said fuck it. Found Jesus. I watched this show. I'm like, prison is good for black women because they got degrees. They start talking to their kids. They came out. I mean, one found God. I'm like, it helped. It helped. Like, except for the ones who are still in prison. I was like, oh shit, she got a master's. If it wasn't,
there was one who didn't even want to talk. Like, she didn't want to.
Oh yeah. A couple of them like, fuck you. I mean, even the mayor. If the mayor was like, I got nothing to do with this shit, but she's still in prison. You know what I'm saying? So we'll give it a few years. She'll be like, you know what? Prison saved me. Then I came out, ran for mayor again, and won. I'm gonna be like, now bet her black ass is back up in that Baltimore office. Hi, how you doing? Thank you. We're about to wrap up, but thank you for showing up. We do appreciate you. Anyway, so any closing remarks, Stacey?
We ain't gonna talk about. Let's see. We kind of touched on Bernie. Who was the Bachelor dude? What was his name?
Oh, I got it. Hold up.
I just wrote down Sons of Anarchy.
Corey Black.
Yeah, that horrible acne he has all over his face. Jesus.
Corey Black. Okay.
Corey Black is the leader of the Philly Disciple motorcycle gang, which we never got into, and the member of the Duncan Underground Table. He's a true snake and will do business with anyone to make a buck. They never flushed out his story.
No.
But
Where did you get that from?
The Deadline article we did a video about.
Oh, well.
It's all good. Also, for example,
and nobody showed up at the meeting, so that's when Duncan was like, he went to sell. And what was his heart attack or whatever little thing he was going through?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's next episode. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, what? No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, Bernie, he picked off members, and then it was interesting to your point. Obviously Bernie's the reason why nobody else showed up, right? But it's interesting how Brother Minister was in tow with his message of, if they didn't show up, they must be against us, right? Like you would have thought that they were working together to fuck over LC, but that's not true. You know, but it's interesting how it's like, see, it speaks volumes that none of them were here. Maybe they didn't get the text message. Maybe they didn't get the email. Like, just call these people. You know, panic attack. Oh, he had a panic attack because like he's losing everything because the formula is going away.
He was stressing about.
At first, I thought he was faking to try to do something, but
he was like, "I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you." It's like, oh, so wait a minute, your wife's still
like
alive.
It was too convenient.
Yeah. That's also true. But the meeting did not go
and
well.
Then Sonya would just happen to be in her nurse's gear to come save him.
Yes, but that's also next episode. But yeah,
that was around the house in scrubs. Oh, sorry.
Right. It just conveniently. Anyway, I still love again that she's totally okay with joining a criminal drug dealing family after she knows that the black community is being hit with fire. And it's like she's
priorities, David, priorities.
I was like, she and Brandy do not make good decisions. I mean, that's just the way it is. Because Brandy hasn't learned a damn thing. Where the fuck she at? Like I was like, what's Randy?
She ran away, but where did she go?
That's next episode. So like, but it's like episode 12. A lot of shit goes down. People just start running.
Nobody can ask questions about where what's his face is.
Who?
Aries.
I asked why he wasn't mourning his sister, because when Alexander said, because he says Alex asked where's my wife, like where's mom, and Aries is like she's in Paris looking up someone, and Alexander goes, yeah, she acts strange around this time of year. He's like, oh yeah, like you don't know what this time of year is. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, that's right, my sister died 5 years ago. That's right, I knew it was something. I was like, what?
So he just got his ass battered and bruised last episode by the Italians.
Yes.
And he didn't say, Dad, maybe we should be concerned.
Also true.
About these Italians that beat my ass. I want revenge. What's up with Ruby, our employee who's strung out? That never came to anything. Like, ain't she supposed to be working for the company? They're not concerned that she's not okay?
That she hasn't showed up. Alexander don't say our new manager hasn't showed up to work today. Aries don't say that's because I got knocked the fuck out like yesterday or a couple weeks ago because they thought I drugged her, and we haven't seen our labor manager again. So how is it? Hold up. How is the resort still going? Don't you think that they would have pulled all their labor resources from that resort and they'd be fucked again?
But I ain't got no guess.
Not one.
None.
Not one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like, but again, that was all part of the scheme. Like my problem was it was these gangsters on the board who acted like, at least Dimitri. Dimitri is a criminal. He understands they're doing criminal shit. And he's the one doing the most talking. Like, why is it we don't have any guests? Why is it that the towels don't work? I don't understand what's going on at our resort hotel. I'm cleaning the money, you dumb motherfucker. Like, what? I'm a criminal. Now, the only one who should be asking those questions is the long-haired white dude whose girlfriend got murdered. Like, you think he would be like, why is it I don't have any towels? You remember what happened to your girlfriend? Oh, yeah. Then shut the fuck up. It's like, oh, that's like, yeah, you're right. My bad.
Oh, you talking about the Russian dude?
No. The white dude
playing golf
with.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because ultimately, Sage killed his girlfriend. That's how he got him to, or shot him. Did he kill her?
She should have been dead, but
yeah,
he magic bullets work.
Oh no, that's Mr. Perry. They'll be like, the magic bullet just go inside and hide in your body and then leave. So you don't have any bruises or an arm sling. No hot water or towel. I could not even believe like what resort don't have hot water or towels. But to your point, there was no repercussions.
I've been in a resort that didn't have no hot water.
When Terry and I went to some resort, Atlantis. When we went to Atlantis
in Bahamas.
Yeah, that bullshit place. We couldn't even get the key thing to work. Like it took me at least 5 tries every time to get into my room. I was like, what is wrong with this fucking key? Then I called the front desk. They're like, we can't get the key work. It's working just fine. It's not working just fine. I gotta check this thing every 5 minutes. Like this resort is shit. Like how much money did we pay to get here? Like this is too much money.
That place is expensive.
I'm like, I was mad. Same with that Hershey place. Fuck that Hershey place. I was like, Terry don't want to listen. She's like, Dave, it's fine because I do my mani-pedis. I'm like, I won't be there no more. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I need a phone that works. Shit. Anyway, I digress. All right. So anything else Stacey, for this episode, not episode 12?
No, I think we covered everything.
Thank you, Stacey. Then tomorrow we'll get into 12. A lot of things happen in 12. A lot of things to talk about.
A lot of stuff happening.
A lot of shit. Because they like, I speed this shit up.
They wrap that joint up quickly.
But then not. Because then they're like, we got season 4 coming, right? Like they like it's almost like watching Game of Thrones the last few season episodes. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? They're like, we got to wrap this shit up, bro. Like, kill this bitch, fly that dragon, make the crippled dude the king, and we out. I was like, 1 hour. I was like, this is garbage.
They got 10 minutes extra. Remember, it's 10 minutes.
It don't take that long to shit on your audience. It don't take that long. Like that season should have been 3 episodes. Taking of Winterfell, the fall of Winterfell, the taking of King's Landing, over. That's it. Like, don't stress that shit out. People are like, it should have been 10 episodes. For what? To get the same crap we just got?
Yeah.
Mad. I would have been throwing my TV. I was like, fuck these people. They did this to us. Arya survived a city falling on her.
Yes.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I've never done this before. I actually watched videos of the spoiler of the last episode, and I was like, there's no way this is gonna happen. There's no way this is gonna happen. And then as it was happening, I was talking to my friend. I was like, this is that bullshit. Like, they really are about to do this. Brand the Broken. I was like, nah, bro. Nah, that's not what we did. He's like, I told you, I've been planning this whole time. I was like, no, you didn't, you cripple fucker. No, you didn't. Like, no, you didn't. He sat outside all night to wait for fucking Jamie to show up and did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jamie was gonna go, oh, bro, I put you in that wheelchair, right? I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna have sex with this big tall woman, and I'm gonna go get my sister again because riding. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Kim, anything else with this episode?
No, I'm ready to talk about the next one. So,
all right. So tomorrow we're gonna do 12. Tomorrow, because I gotta go eat. I wonder if that guy will come to his senses that Consuela was being held against her will. He loves her. Yeah.
So Juan? Is she talking about Juan? Or is she talking about Alejandro?
That's a good point.
Because she does not need to go back with.
No, Juan. He's talking. She's talking about Poncho. Yeah, she's talking about Poncho.
Poncho. Okay, that's Juan, right? Poncho is Juan.
Yeah,
okay.
Juan. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're talking about Juan.
I think he did fall in love with her.
I don't. It don't make no sense. Like, I don't even know when. Yeah, we don't know why or when.
Same thing with Kim in Vegas. Don't know why, when, how. What?
When was that happening? Like, that was kind of just I don't even remember that from the books. Like, when did they just throw that in there and now she's dead? Like, when was she taking drugs? Like, we didn't know her to be a drug addict ever. But that's one way to get her off of the show because she got other shows.
Killed her and made it look like an overdose.
That could be it, yeah. But for what reason?
So we get back Consuela because she didn't want to share Vegas's love.
Because Consuela,
if she was free, it would have made sense. Like, maybe she had the plan in motion. The one she fixed. Yeah. We're talking about Juan. Well, we're talking about Juan. Yeah. So yes, she. That's what I'm saying. Last season, she was basically fucking him for protection because Alejandro was coming, and he was basically using her for sex and food, even though she wasn't. Terry rewatched the second season and realized she wasn't even cooking. Like, she was getting IHOP to go and putting it on a plate. But I mean. Yeah, Terry said that. She said, Dave, she wasn't even cooking. Like, she was getting IHOP and put it on a plate.
Look at
her.
All
about the presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but that ass was all her. I mean, she was doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get that.
Isn't that what she does? I mean, she got this old man to have a heart on.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
once the blood leaves the head, the man ain't thinking straight. Like, that's biological. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Once the penis is erect, he don't make good decisions. Like, men don't make good decisions. At that point. Because he was like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna let you out these handcuffs. I'm not gonna check you for weapons or nothing. I'm just gonna let you get undressed so I can watch you again. It's not a good thing. Yeah, I know. Poncho / Juan. He'll learn. We don't see that in last episode, so they haven't reconciled yet. So maybe that'll be season 4. Season 4. We're getting all that. And then Alejandro just needs to be murdered at this point. Like, I mean, because you would think that. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they still fucking around with this dude? Like Juan should have killed him, or Cruz. Then Cruz.
Why didn't Cruz kill him?
Cruz don't really.
They held him in a dungeon for like years, and everybody thought he was dead, but he really wasn't.
Well, so
that was Consuela. Consuela.
That was Consuela. I'm just saying, Cruz. I don't think he really has a problem with Alejandro, right? Like, it was the sister. It was Consuela that really fucked them both over. The only reason he's there at this point, it really is to help Nevada, like, because Nevada cares about his mom. So this is really about Nevada than Moria saving his sister, because his sister's the reason why he's in the wheelchair to begin with. So he really don't give a fuck about that either way. So I'm assuming again, season 4. I mean, so we got a lot of these.
Is he gonna get revenge on Sage for killing his son?
That's
well,
true.
the Irish people just kidnapped Sage, right? Oh wait, is that?
They kidnapped Aries.
They kidnapped Aries.
Aries.
And Brandy. I thought Brandy,
Wait,
but definitely Aries.
Episode 12.
Sage too.
Episode 12.
Remember Sage?
No, you're right. They caught her in the eye. They caught her in the alley. That's episode 12. All right, so look, we're gonna cut this video off right now, damn it. We got to do episode 12. I was like, damn it. I was like, ah, shit. I was like, no, it's us. It's us as a team. Like we keep on doing 12. I mean, that's a general. We need to stop it. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. I know you're confused. Sometimes we can be confused. There's a lot of things going on. But we'll take notes. We're gonna do 12 after we do BMF tomorrow. Yes. Then I'm gonna watch this 1984 movie about a black man from another planet. That's some wild shit. So Stacey sent me that. So I'm trying to get through that.
Wait, what? What is that? What is that?
Pope's very first movie. It's called A Brother from Outer Space.
A Brother from Outer Space. Okay.
1984.
Stacey will send it to you. Like she found it for free. I was like, 'cause I'm about to pay $4 for this. But she found it for free on YouTube, and I was like, it's bad. It's real bad.
I mean, it's the 80s. I mean,
it's bad. The storyline alone is bad.
Oh my God, he looks.
Yes.
He looks malnourished. My goodness.
I mean, he was young and starving artist.
He's a runaway slave. So what do you expect?
90% of people like it.
That's because a whole bunch of white people watch it. There's no way in the world a black person watched that shit and said, you know what, this is what we need to be seeing right now.
Like, I watch it because my dad was watching it. So
bad decisions.
Listen.
My dad had me watching some stuff. I was like, this is not okay, bro. He's a space slave. Like that's
he's a slave who escaped, and the 2 white men are coming to take him back to the home point. Yes.
That's what we're doing. Stacey's like, it's the 80s, David. Everybody was racist in the 80s.
It made over $4 million in the box office.
That's what I'm like. That is a blockbuster for the 80s.
And their budget was $350,000, so they made back their money. That is a serious like I'm surprised.
There was Joe Morton didn't have to learn any lines. He does not talk the entire movie.
What?
He's a mute.
Oh.
But he uses his power to fix electronics and heal wounds and shit. Like, it's hilarious.
So this was the foundation for Starman. I'm gonna look up when Starman came out, because this sounds a lot like Starman, except he's a white and he's not a slave, but he was running around like fixing shit and just healing wounds and everything. And I was like, I think this could be I think some white people saw that Jeff Bridges was like, you know what, guys, I got an idea for a movie minus the slavery. It's called Starman. Let's see what happened. Then they made a TV show.
I was remember Starman. That's old. Yeah.
I remember the TV show. Like then I watched the movie later, for the record. But I was like, I didn't realize that basically, again, an alien came home, made an American baby, left, did not take care of said baby.
Oh, okay, I've seen that. Okay.
And then came back and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a daddy. I was like, what? Also, wait, this is what I love about the movie. He was like, our son is going to be a teacher and he's going to help many people. However, I can give you an abortion right now if that's what you want to do. It's whatever.
Guess who made that movie?
Huh?
John Carpenter, the guy who made the first Halloween.
Made Starman or
Starman?
Yeah. See, I was like, there's something wrong with this. I was like, come on, John Carpenter.
Their budget was $24 million. They only made 28.
That's terrible.
It came out the same year, so maybe I don't know. Maybe
I'm telling you, one of them were like, you know what? One of these is gonna be successful. But then they made a TV show because he came back. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry, babe. I left you alone, but now I'm here to be a daddy." What's up?
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Well, Starman? It was, it's touching, whatever.
Wow.
And then he was like, he was dying. He was like his oxygen was running out. And then the woman he got pregnant, was like trying to help him get back to his ship. And she's like, it's okay. I'll be a single mother. Go back home, alien. And he was like, thanks, baby. I probably give you space herpes, but I'm out.
It was a TV show and 2 years later, 1986.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And he ran around. He came back to be, I guess, conveniently his baby mama died. So he came back to save his son. And they ran around America for about 2 seasons. And
they had 1 season.
Oh, that was just 1 season?
1.
Oh, man. I was a kid. It felt like it was much longer.
Because it was 22 episodes.
Oh, that's long shit. Yeah. Well, it's a network television. Network television long as fuck. Yeah. There they go. And then they were like, you know what? Nah, let's not do this no more. I want the Starman remake. I want Starman remake, but make it more modern. So a alien woman, black woman, comes to Earth and gets a Latino girlfriend. Let's just go with this. Then they need to have a baby, right? So then alien uses the sphere. He has spheres in his hand. He had like steel balls. Like that's where this magic came from. And she uses the steel ball to make her Latin lover pregnant. And then they have a baby, right? Hold up. Then she's like, well, I'm Latino. You look kind of black. Because it wasn't actual alien. Like the alien has to make his or her entity self look like a human. So they would pick like DNA from a dead person. So the first alien looked like this woman's husband because the alien took some of the DNA and made a human body that happened to look like her husband. That's why she was boning that dude. So then when this alien comes back, he takes the form of a reporter that dies because he found some DNA. So then he comes. So I'm saying, like, anyway, I can make a whole story. The point is, there's a lot of things going on in Starman, but they can redo it. You know what I'm saying? They can change things around. All right. Anyway, thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. I know we went a lot of different directions.
They should be used to that by now.
That's true. Yes. I was like, it made sense at the time. Okay, so anyway, we got Lace coming up. We got Dexter next Sunday. So we got Dexter next Sunday, BMF, and that's it. We got the Oval this week. We got what else? Starman. Anyway, please look at Trap Queens. Please pick your episode and let's come up with a schedule for that.
So you know what, season 1 all the way through to 3, or just 1 episode per season?
Yeah, one episode each per season.
Okay.
That's a lot shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they do get repetitive.
That's what I was asking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, each one of us picks our favorite episode, right? And they're different. Because we make one of us, you know what I'm saying? So over time, we'll do like an episode here, episode there. That's what I'm saying. So we were like kind of get into the latest stories. And then we'll do episode 2. They haven't done season 3, have they? Because I only saw season 2 on I only saw season 2 on BET Plus. I mean, so I didn't know if they were airing season 3 right now. I don't know. But I was like, I learned so much about my people. And I appreciate that. No, Stacey's like, that's too much. It was like, whoo.
If those women are your people,
I'm just trying to be inclusive. I don't want to be like y'all getting some wild shit. Like, I don't want to be like that. Cause y'all be like, because it gets, well, Baltimore, I'm right here. So like, it was interesting to see that story. I never knew the whole story. I just remember when John Oliver was making fun of her about how there was misspellings in the children's book. Like, and I that shit was hilarious.
Who is the editor? Like, how do you put out a book there's actually a young lady that she has a book on Amazon, and I bought it for 99 cents. And I like her YouTube channel, but when I read her book, oh my God, the editing was horrible. I was like, did she edit her own book? Because she did put it on Facebook. I mean, put it on Amazon herself.
Oh.
So
it's hard to edit your own stuff.
Yes.
It's hard to edit other people's stuff, but it's hard to edit your own stuff.
Oh, it's terrible. Like, she should have done spell check or got some editing software, something. It was, just everything was just all messed up. And I was trying to follow the book, and I wanted to support her because she's really good her channel is really good. But no, I can't. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, she's like, we can't do advertising and shitting on at the same time, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't want to do that. But she's her YouTube channel is really good.
And that's the same thing we saw in a lot of these episodes, right? Like a lot of these women, these two of them went to the same prison, and they like wrote books together, like a lot, and like published books, like or something. Like they were
but
like.
This is the thing, but we know that most people who sell drugs have a good business mind. Usually, like if they're successful for a number of years, if you're only successful for a couple of months, then we know you suck. But most of the time, they have a good. They're not stupid.
No, I'm not saying that.
So they can get college degrees and all that stuff. They just chose to do the faster route,
True. But not everybody can write a book. I mean, I'm saying I don't see Jeff Bezos sitting down and writing a trilogy novel. You know what I'm saying? Like these women actually sat down and wrote like people like were like engaged. It seemed like I didn't read the book, but it's not like they were engaging. They were like those sellers, right? So I just thought it was interesting that they were like, I'm taking my situation, I'm writing it out, and like first time authors and people like, oh, like buying the books and that kind of stuff.
Tukey Williams did the same thing. Like the guy who made the Crips.
Yeah.
He constantly wrote books his entire time he was in jail. And I've never read his books or anything, but I mean, they said his books are really good. And he self-published while in jail.
See, write what you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even more reason why Brandy's character should not be that hard in starting her own country like platform. Like just get online. It's not that hard, girl. Like you can do it. If people want to hear
maybe that's coming up later.
We'll see. I know, right? I'm difficult. All right, ladies.
Let the daughter do it.
Right, like actually be a parent and let your daughter help out and see how that works out for you. Her and her daddy Cameron. It's gonna be Eric. I still feel like I'm so.
And that wig was really cute on the daughter. I forgot to say that.
There you go.
Cute. Yeah.
There you go. I don't get to it. I let y'all, unless it's atrocious. That's the only time I'm like, you know what? I'll see you and it's bad.
Okay, family business tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Mama's wig then.
Woo,
okay.
that right there. I saw it. After I saw that shit, I was like, oh man, that's not okay.
It was lifted. I was like, oh. And then, HD just blows up every imperfection. I was like,
dude. Somebody said that like HD is not a black woman's friend. Like sometimes
it's not a
man either. Not if you got the shoe polish.
Yeah, you got the shoe polish look.
Oh. Dude. Yeah, Orlando is terrible with that joint, and so is Alexander.
Yeah.
Cora. Oh, yeah, terrible.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Orlando's bad too, bro. Like especially like on Double Cross. Like, bro, don't do that no more.
Orlando's not on Double Cross.
Oh, dude, who's that black dude?
That's the wait. Yes, he is.
He is.
I always get them too confused.
You talking about the light skinned dude that's in
Dallas and Orlando?
Yeah. You talking about light skinned dude. I was like, that's Orlando. I was like, oh damn it. I was like, well, he didn't have a condom in his butt. So we will on that note, we will say thank you, ladies. And I will see you lovelies tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
After saying that. You just gonna log off?
I like to leave it with a funny joke. No kidding. So 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. We start with BMF. 1 o'clock. Sound good?
I can't go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Good.
No, I'm cool.
Okay, because Chris, he goes to work at 2. So we
no, I'm fine. 1 is fine.